Geometry Dash is known as one of the most popular games out there, with over a whopping 200 million downloads. But as the wait for the next update known as 2.2 goes well into 2020 and possibly 2021, people might start to get a little tired of waiting. However, as people get frustrated with the update's low progression, Geometry Dash itself doesn't seem it's going down anytime soon. In fact, it's still going strong, with more levels still being uploaded and getting rated in the game. Today I'm going to examine this and hopefully uncover the reason why GD isn't dead yet. If you want more videos, please be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. And check out the Discord server since I am doing a Nitro giveaway at 300 members. By looking at the video, I know this video might be a little long, so I put timestamps on the video so that you can check out each reason individually if you want to. The main reason people are getting angry with RobTop is because of the next update that's supposed to come to Geometry Dash. If you don't know what 2.2 is, it's this update that RobTop has been working on since the beginning of 2017. This almost 4-year gap might seem surprising already, but what's even more shocking is that updates prior to this one took far less time. For example, the time between 2.0 and 2.1 lasted 1.5 years. And the time between 1.9 and 2.0 was less than a year. The ones before were between 3 and 6 months on average. RobTop releases previews, leaks, a new game mode, possibly 2 new levels, and even showed a spin-off game called Geometry Dash Sub-Zero, which showed many features that will come in 2.2. People are getting angry because RobTop is showing all these features, yet the update itself isn't even coming to Geometry Dash yet. But here's the thing, as RobTop keeps showing leaks and people like ex-creator GoldGD start showing them to the public, they become intrigued and curious. This in turn makes people still want to keep playing the game, even though 2.2 isn't even out yet. This is known as the element of suspense. This is the good reason that Geometry Dash might seem more popular in 2020 than it was in 2019. If you still don't get what I'm saying, I want you to check out all the popular movies that include suspense, even some popular books as well, and how successful they have become. As long as there's a captivating or happy ending, the movie sells and makes money like crazy, including the books as well, and the authors become extremely rich. While RobTop is busy hopefully working on the update like he says, he's being smart by showing small leaks on purpose every couple of days. Why else did he suddenly start streaming on Twitch about a couple of weeks ago? Now everyone in the Geometry Dash community is talking about 2.2. He's keeping people hooked on 2.2, and it's working pretty well so far. There are a ton of projects that people have made. Many of them are sequels of top demons such as the Young Gear and the newest one, Spectre, the official sequel for Zodiac. There's also brand new projects such as Orochi by Naboboy that have taken the stage and have made people really hyped for these levels. There's also lots of brand new layouts, including 2.2 ones. One of the most popular Geometry Dash related searches on YouTube is about 2.2 layouts. When a layout, especially by a really popular GD player, is made, it might soon become decorated and there's gonna be a verifier later on. When that level is completed, boom, there's a new video that will be uploaded that might get millions of views. A great example of this is Bloodlust, which was verified by Naboboy. After 2 years, the video finally got uploaded and it got 6 million views, and I felt like the game got a short revival through the following weeks. I myself got interested again when the level came out, just because it was so big. Bloodlust became the new hardest demon, and this was a big thing for the Geometry Dash community, because this project was in verification for over 2 years. Projects like this can spark tons of motivation in people to try out the game themselves and check out these amazing levels. The entire thing is a cycle of motion in Geometry Dash. Projects are made, levels are being decorated and verified, they get uploaded onto YouTube and the game itself. People get attracted, they become interested, and they start playing. Boom, you have new people going to play Geometry Dash just because of these cool projects. As long as people create levels and this loop keeps running like it is, Geometry Dash isn't going anywhere. As well as having numerous projects in a really interesting update. Geometry Dash also happens to be extremely addicting, and the main structure of the game is designed by RobTop to be in that way. At least that's what I think in theory. Geometry Dash is so addicting that people might not be able to quit the game at all, which keeps the game alive as it is. Think of it. People say that they've been playing the game for about 5 or 6 years. That's like longer than like Minecraft or Clash of Clans or other games that usually take long periods of time. But why does Geometry Dash get players hooked? Let's go scientific in order to find out why the game can be so addicting to many people. Okay, whenever a person plays a video game similar to Geometry Dash, they usually come just to try it out. Sometimes when they play, they try Stereo Madness and they manage to jump over one spike and die at 4% on their first attempt. The moment that the person gets 4%, the player becomes overjoyed, and the feeling activates a part of their brain called the basal ganglia. The basal ganglia is the main cause for releasing a chemical called dopamine, which is made for producing positive effects to the brain. This creates a high in which the player is probably determined to reach again because it's so satisfying. What's even more interesting, yet scary, is the fact that when you play Geometry Dash for too long, the basal ganglia, which is that dopamine inducing part of the brain, decides to reduce the amount of dopamine produced. In other words, you will need to get 10% or higher on Stereo Madness in order to achieve that same high that I mentioned before. It goes up in scale. The first time you will need to get 4% to get a high, then you need to get 10%, then 30, then 70, then you need to complete the level. And once you complete Stereo Madness, you will need to go on to other levels in order to achieve that same high. That's how satisfying the chemical is to your body. The music, icons, and the fun-looking text all contribute to the ambiance of the game and makes it more appealing to people of all ages, so that anyone is able to become addicted to Geometry Dash. Suppose if Geometry Dash was only for like people 18 and up. Suppose if Geometry Dash had like lots of blood and violence. You won't see any kids or teens playing, because obviously their parents won't really allow them. You'll only see like the adults playing, and that's like less than half of the Geometry Dash community. Now whenever you become addicted to the game, you would obviously stop playing eventually. Now when you stop playing, this creates what's called a withdrawal effect. The release of dopamine changes many parts of the body, which is why the effects of game withdrawal are physical and mental as well. Later on, as the person stops playing Geometry Dash for a while, then the player's brain starts to desire the same high again, which is why so many good players such as Riot seem to come back to Geometry Dash even after they said they quit GD. To summarize, the game is an excellent attractor of all ages, and the attempts to create addictions people can't escape. And this is why I think Geometry Dash can be so addicting. Anyway, these are all my thoughts on why Geometry Dash is so big as it is, and I assume it won't go anytime soon, despite the many predictions about its downfall. There's obviously going to be new players as time goes on, and there's going to be younger players that grow up to be like the next Technical, the next Nepesta. Obviously, Technical and Nepesta are going to get older, they're going to go to college, they're going to get jobs, and then there's going to be new players that are going to come into Geometry Dash and replace them. It's a circle of life, and it's a cycle of motion that usually goes on forever, and that's why games such as Geometry Dash always have an enduring community. Hopefully you enjoy this, even though it's kinda lengthy. If you have any other suggestions for a video, feel free to DM me on Discord or leave a comment on my video. Again, if you want to see more content, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I want to get to 100 subscribers, please. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.